Amid all the brouhaha over the Tejas fighters, the F-35 and the Su-57, I spoke to the former IAF chief, Air Chief Marshal V.R. Chaudhary, to understand what should be the way forward. The big message from him is that it cannot be business as usual. He said India should push ahead with the MRFA program with a large Make in India content. That should be the bottom line, he said. Whichever aircraft we select will be largely made in India with a very big, large indigenous content. And that needs to be pushed, is what he said. As far as the AMCA is concerned, he said that everybody is aware that it will take time to build. To build up a squadron strength of AMCA is a long way from today. The boost to the program will come only when it is taken up as a mission mode. He said that it could be anyone but little independent from the standard that we are following. On the issue of delay in the Tejas production, the former Air Force Chief said that we need to identify the bottlenecks in the production protocols of the HAL. He said that one can't blame just one aspect, that is, the engine delivery was not on time. He said that this is not an adequate analysis of where the shortfalls actually lie. He said that the Air Force has a fairly decent idea as to where the shortcomings are, what are the bottlenecks, where is the production holdups taking place right now. He said that the mitigating solutions lies down in multiplying production lines, multiplying the number of suppliers for components, not just increasing the number of final assembly lines, which right now the HAL is planning to do. He said that the bottlenecks may not necessarily be in the final assembly lines. They could lie at various other points. So we need to identify and see where the private sector and other public sector can chip in to enhance the manufacturing of components which are holding up production. It is not just engines, there are lakhs of components which go into making a fighter aircraft. As they say, even for a want of horseshoe, a kingdom can be lost, is what he argued. He said that we need to identify the bottlenecks and mitigate each of them independently and not as a whole package. He also said that the Air Force had actually proposed to the government under his tenure that someone from the force should be deputed to the HAL. He says that it goes without saying that it will definitely make a big difference when you're part of the ecosystem and when you understand it from within. We don't have to listen to stories which may or may not be correct, is what he said. What they may be telling, that is the HAL, is palatable to some people, so it is always good. He again argued that he is not saying that it necessarily be an Air Force officer himself, but somebody who is part of the system running the whole program. He also sought to dispel the myth that the IAF has changed the QRs, that is the quality requirements for the Tejas program. He said that the QRs are never changed, and I quote him, "It's not that with a pencil we slash one, add one." Even for the LCA project, he says that 2 QRs were changed because of changes in technology. What he said was that when they had originally envisaged the LCA program, the Air Force had sought certain kind of close combat missiles, but those missiles by the time when the LCA came were no more in production anywhere in the world. For the LCA Mark II, the ASQRs, that is the air staff quality requirements, were frozen few years ago, is what he said. If you want to watch the full video, go to the description and there's a link of the interview with the former Air Force Chief. Do watch. For The Print, this is Snehesh Alex Philip. Do subscribe to The Print's YouTube channel for more such videos.